event here at St James's Park here in Newcastle, which promises to be a great final between two of the hottest properties in Wales right now. So first of all, introducing Ben Davies. Ben, it's been a long weekend. Got to semis yesterday, and now in the final today. It's been a great weekend so far.
Yeah, I've had a good weekend. It's about time I had a good run. Felt as if I played well in the previous tours, but I haven't quite got through the rounds for some reason. A little bit of luck here and there, but yeah, I feel good this weekend.
So it's been a while since you've been in the winners' circle. Sorry to remind you that, but what would it mean to you to win this professional event?
Yeah, it'd be a monkey off the back, I suppose, for not winning for so long. But I know what to do. Don't get me wrong, I've been there, done it before. I know exactly what to do. But yeah, it would be nice to get another win.
So the practice is that you've been putting in the last few months. It's really beginning to pay off now.
Yeah, definitely.
And obviously it's going to be a tough one against Jordan in the final.
Yeah, it won't be a long one, I think.
Okay, well, Ben, play well. Ben Davies. And his opponent is probably the fastest player on the circuit at the moment, from Wales, Jordan Shepherd. Jordan, showing some great form, great semi-final win that we saw earlier.
Yeah, it's about time, innit? I can't remember the last time I won.
So what do you put that form down to then? You've been putting the hours in?
Oh, not really, no. I practiced a lot for my money match, but since then I hardly touched my cube. So maybe it's just... maybe the bit of hunger's back to play.
And obviously going to be a titanic tussle against Ben, an all-Welsh battle.
Yeah, battle of the heavyweights.
Okay, well, Jordan, play well in the final. Jordan Shepherd. Let's introduce the man in the middle who will oversee proceedings. It's Scott Macmillan. So just a reminder, it's a race to 8 frames, so we'll hand you over to world champion Craig Marsh and Simon Doyle in the commentary box.
Cheers, Kev.
Well, this should be a cracking final. I think 2 players on top of their game this weekend.
In all fairness, I think Sheppy's been the best player here this week. I think he, as I said earlier, when I done my interview, he played about 5 matches in about an hour and a half on the tour. I watched him play a match. Was it Friday or Saturday? I can't remember. But he beat a guy 7-0 in 18 minutes.
18 minutes? That's just ridiculous.
But,
it takes me that long to set him up.
I played him.
So, Colin Craig, let's put you on the spot.
Oh, I knew you were going to do this to me. Oh.
Obviously, both good friends of yours, so you're probably not bothered either way. But
I don't know. I
think it might take a bit more than 18 minutes.
On current form, I think Sheppy's playing better. Well, from what I've seen in the last sort of couple of hours. But I won't be surprised if Ben were comfortable. Same as if Sheppy wins comfortable, I won't be surprised either way.
Yeah, we were having this discussion just after the end of the semi-final and said that Ben's had a massive resurgence in form. Always been a superb player, but not really been on top of his game for the last probably 12 months, 2 years, but certainly showing signs of being back to somewhere near his best now.
Yeah, he's as he said, he put quite a lot of time in for his money match, so probably maybe the practice is paying off. I don't know.
It's got to help, hasn't it?
Yeah, you'd have thought so. Yeah, definitely.
Especially practicing with you is probably not such a bad thing either.
Yeah, well,
you get plenty of those.
Yeah, I mean,
obviously playing with the better players just sharpens you up somewhat, doesn't it?
Yeah, of course it does, yeah. It's a good start, a good break at the start anyway.
Right, so Shepherd's in, made a ball. There's nothing really glaringly obvious at the moment. One tough yellow really by the black.
Yeah. How do you go about that?
There's options of dropping on it, maybe of playing the one in the middle, or you might try to attack it now, possibly. There's an attempt, but there's still the one ball which is near the centre of the table. That's what he's looking at now. Get an angle on that one and try and drop it in and drop down towards black and leave it to the other corner. It's a little bit short there.
It's a loose one, that is. To start this match.
He was trying to get on the yellow nearest the red, then into the corner, I think, but probably about a foot short there, really.
Yeah, he's way short there. Oh, Christ.
He's probably only got that ball to play now, really. But the white ball's going to be going all over the place here. It's a real thin cut.
Yeah, it is, yeah. He might can into the red. Oh, no, the yellow, sorry. Just wondering now if he can get... Wow, a safety shot. Can you believe it?
He's stopped Ben from having an open table to finish there, but not sure he's really done himself any favours there.
No, not really. But he was in all sorts of trouble anyway. And obviously now with the fight, with it being a final, there's a shot clock, so the ref called 30 seconds. So made him play a shot, basically.
Got some great views now with the new equipment we've got on with the stream now. Is camera views all over the place.
Yeah, he's got some serious kit, yeah. I've never seen anything like it in my life. Won't be cheap for this, I know.
There's a few grand's worth of kit next to us here. So another contained safety shot from Jordan. Just trying to get himself a chance. Ben's taking this ball onto the corner, so he's probably looking at attacking all these and having a go from there. I don't think you're going to see a hell of a lot of safety from these two.
Just wondering now if the red by the yellow goes. If it does, then there's not much problem, really.
I think it goes top left and bottom right, didn't it? It's just getting on it. May even choose to nudge into the red on the side rail here.
That's what I was thinking, yeah. You got a fairly easy finish there. Ooh, that's not nice. Really.
Made that red easier, but obviously the white stay there, so it's slightly tougher, but it's still on the red that he's just nudged out. If you can just drop that in, probably play the one to the bottom right, then get the one out of the way by the yellow and try and get on the red by the black for the last ball, possibly. Not straightforward, while he's having a good think about it. Look at the concentration in his face. I think Ben really wants this final. So it's been a while since he's been right at the top of his game, and if he does manage to win this event, then don't be surprised if he goes on to win a few more in quick succession.
Yeah, he's putting a lot of time in all fairness. So, as you say, you get out what he put in most of the time. So, there's not many deserve it more than he does, that's for sure.
Still quite a few people here watching as well, which in recent events on the Sunday afternoon pro finals, there's not always been a massive amount of people around. But
no, that's right.
So quite a gathering here today, which is nice.
Where's the cue ball going? In off.
It's like having John Bruno sat next to me. Oh, that's a bit of a loose one. I won't be happy with that. He was trying to just clear the red for the black, then nothing more than that.
I was thinking when he was about to go out and play it, why didn't he just nudge the black rather than just leave the red there? He's fine anyway.
It's a bit fortunate to be able to see that, really. From our view over here, it didn't necessarily look like he could have seen it. He's perfect now, so looks like we've got the winner of the first frame. So 1-0 Jordan. Long way to go yet.
Not the ideal start for Ben. Ben would have been wanting to get in front there because Jordan's a really good front runner and he's very vulnerable from behind. If you can get in front of him, then he can blow up very easily. So I think Ben would have been well. I think the last time they played actually, Jordan beat him 8-0. So
yeah, we heard that earlier.
So yeah,
I can't see this being 8-0 there, to be fair, but
you never know. But no, I don't think so either. But Ben would have definitely been wanting to get in first and get in front.
Yeah, I think they both had a sniff of a chance, didn't they? Really, but obviously Ben lost the cue ball, but they weren't exactly rollings for either of them, really. Ben's going to be wanting to respond with a good break now and hopefully clear. Let's give them a foul whack. Looks like it's dry. Look at those yellows.
Lovely yellows.
Slightly thin cut to start off with, up to the green pocket, if you like. I think the one along the top rail might be a bit too thin to start off with, but looks like he's proving me wrong. Again, he's lost the cue ball there as well.
He's very careless.
So he's on it, isn't there, is he?
He was just
planted in the middle, maybe?
Didn't even look at it. Didn't even look. I don't know why it's so hard for. Very strange.
I'm surprised he played that ball. I would have probably played the one on the side rail first. I think we had a bit more control on the white, but
so shabby old start anyway, put it that way. Shabby old start.
It's a lot easier sat here though. I've never missed a ball from here. And believe me, I've missed thousands out there.
I can still miss them sitting there.
So how did you fare this weekend then, Craig? You had a decent run on the tour, didn't you?
No, I lost. I lost a Ben on the tour in the last 16 or last 32. I think last 32. Hopeless. There too many mistakes at the start there was in that game, and from 5 each down, Ben broken dished and cleaned my dry break as well. But, got going a little bit as the weekend went on. I got a little bit better. So, as I said on commentary earlier, I haven't played at all for like 5 weeks, so it was nice to just hit a few balls, to be honest.
If you believe that, you believe anything. He's probably been playing every day with Ben.
No, I haven't, no. I was before that, but no, I haven't played at all. I haven't had a chance, mate, to be honest.
As I see on Facebook as well, a bit more recently, that you and Ben have decided to try and hit a ball around the field a bit more often, haven't you?
We have, aye. Bit of golf. I like a bit of golf.
It's been quite comical, I must admit. It gives me so much to chuckle at.
Some videos on there, yeah. Boys like a video, they do.
And you think this game's frustrating, just try and play golf.
Oh.
The hardest game in the world.
Pros make it look so easy. Ridiculous.
Yeah, did you see the US Open last week?
I did, wait, yeah.
Did you see the Justin Thomas hit 2 3-woods?
Yes.
667 yards to 8 foot.
That's incredible.
It is just crazy.
Incredible.
It'd take me about 4 shots to get that far.
Oh, at least
And still wouldn't be within 8 foot. Oh, it's just missed a double there, Ben.
so careless. So careless. I mean, when he had 3 balls left, I mean, when he's poked it under the corner, he should be getting closer to the red, so to make sure that he can get the right angle on the other ball.
George's got his pretty simple layout of yellows. Take a 2-0 lead, yeah.
2 zip misses, that's for sure.
He's just running around the table. He's trying to beat his record of 18 minutes, isn't he? I still can't believe he's won a match 7-0 in 18 minutes. That is just mental.
Yeah, I was on the table next to him. Funny enough, I think I was
1-1.
I think it was 2-1 to me on the table, and he'd won 7-0.
Crazy. I won a game 7-0 on Friday night, and that still took me an hour and 18 minutes. And yes, you did hear that correctly. I did actually win a game 7-0. And he turned up. See, this is a new triangle next to us. Gareth Aries is he's a Welsh boy, isn't he?
Yeah.
The new
I don't think it's
the
him that
Racker.
makes. I don't think it's him that makes something. But I think he's just. It's his name on him. I don't think he makes them though. I'm not sure whether mine maybe he does. I don't.
It's on his Facebook all over the place. The Racker triangle. It's a slightly different version of what we use on the IPA tour at the moment. I'm not sure how it works, but there's quite a few different versions of the triangles coming out now to try and give you the perfect rack.
Somebody starts something off and then somebody else makes another version of it, and somebody else makes another version of that, and same with all these tips and stuff. I don't do anything like that. I don't use any of these like layered tips or anything like that. I just use what I'm used to. Elkmaster will do me, and I said I just leave it on there. I don't bother messing about with anything else. It's not broke, don't fix it and all that.
End of the day, with the brake, I mean, it doesn't really matter how well they're set up. You can still launch them at 150 mile an hour and pop nothing.
Yeah, that's it.
George's had a bit of a result there, hasn't he?
I think he can cut this. Now then, Ben. I want to win this frame, that's for sure. He's very in trouble. It's a nice shot, well controlled.
So I'm just texting one of the lads who's trying to sort out our taxis and stuff back to the airport.
What time are we leaving?
I think it's 9:30 flight, isn't it, tonight? So we've got to be there for 9, don't we? So I think we need to be away from here by 7:30, 8 o'clock, don't we, really, just to make sure.
Yeah, we'll probably end up just going straight after this, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we'll watch the end of this game and
Shoot off.
shoot off. Yeah.
Unless you want to stay and up, put the tables away with them.
Well,
give them a hand luck, you know.
But probably not. To be fair. I did contemplate coming over on Thursday to give him a hand, and then that went straight out the window.
Yeah, it's hard work with all these tables. I remember one of my friends used to supply the tables for this tour, and I used to give him a hand to set up and well and bring him up here. Oh, nightmare.
Yeah, they're not light, are they, the slates?
No. 22 tables.
No,
I've left all them off the van and then I'll try to play the next day then. Hard work. Arms like jelly.
I remember my table was, I put my table in storage into a friend's house of mine, and for 3 or 4 months while I was selling my old house, and then actually bought a house 3 doors down the road from where it was in storage.
Alright.
So me and Shane Thompson, who you probably know, we thought it would be clever of us just to pick it up and carry it down the road. I mean, at the end of the day, it's only 3 doors away. Well, we got halfway there and it dropped the thing.
Oh, no.
We had to go back and get some more reinforcements to help us carry the rest of the table down. When you get the slate down, you think that's the heavy bit. And then you go back to pick out the main box of the table and it was even heavier again.
Yeah, they are. Awkward, eh?
I think it's only MDF, but it's not only MDF, it weighs a ton. So George made another ball from his break there, but doesn't look very favourable. Most of the balls are in at the other end of the table, but they all seem to be blocking each other off a bit, really. He's probably looking at... I don't know, I think the reds might be slightly easier balls, but I'm not sure if he's got a starter. Can't really see from this angle, but oh, he's pulled off a hell of a cut there. What a great shot that was. Is that black on safe though? Was that still go? What I was looking at now, so I think it probably does just about still go. So from what I've heard earlier on in Craig, I think the half of the aeroplane on the way back is going to be full of pool players.
Yeah, it will be.
There's about 25 of us on the way up here from Bristol Airport, and I was the only Bristolian one there. But by the sounds of it, there's got a number of them, even some of the Devon lads as well. A lot of them had an earlier flight up, but I think we're all on the same flight on the way back, so there'll be pretty much half full of us. George's in a perfect position here, so just drop this in the middle nice and gentle, leave himself the red next to the yellow, screw back across the bolt line, and then stun past the yellow for a 3-1 lead. Oh, he's looking unstoppable at the moment, isn't he?
Yeah, he's looking comfortable. Oh, he's at the yellow first.
That's got to be a foul.
Yeah, he's at the yellow first, yeah. Wow, that is unbelievable. I don't think I've ever seen that in my life.
He hit that yellow ball so thick, I'm surprised the black even went.
I know. That's incredible.
Let's see then about that one. I'll try and forget about it though.
That was different, that's for sure.
So, what we thought was a 3-1 lead. It's now back to 2-all. Ben's done nothing and he's back in the match.
Mr. Paul Bushnell is watching, actually, who we used to do the tables with. And he reckons I only ever used to put the boats in. What happened to lift them off the van then? I'm sure I used to do that as well. I guess we'll stick for this now, you watch. Hope all's well, my friend. We'll catch up when I'm back now.
So there's a couple of texts coming in. For some reason, it's been minimised on our screen, so we can't actually read what you're saying. We need to try and get hold of Dave or Kevin, see if we can maximise it. Ah, there we go. It's back up.
It's Dave working his magic here. I see.
Trevor McDonald just commentated, just put a question on. I bet that's not the BBC News guy, is it?
Little Charlie over here, look, from London. Loving it. They're just bashing balls about him, I don't know what's going on here. Sorry for the heavy breathing, guys. It's my nose is knackered.
Apparently.
I can't breathe properly. Sorry.
Some people are suggesting that George's mistake by potting the Blackball hit the yellow first was because he was too quick. Well, I mean, some people may have that opinion, but if you've seen George play over the years, like myself and Craig have, then you'll know that every shot he plays is that fast anyway. And I don't really think that was the reason why he made that mistake. It was just a genuine mistake. Looks like we're getting some abuse from the crowd over here, Craig. I think somebody's asking to come over to get the headphones on.
Someone asked what type of tip I use. I just use Outmaster, mate, as the guy said underneath. I don't mess about with all these new tips and chalk and all that. Mine works, and I just leave it at that.
No, I must admit, I did try one of the Jason Owen tips once, but that just wasn't for me, a personal preference. So I tend to stick to the Buffalo Diamond, which is very similar to the Outmaster.
Yeah. Oh. I see my missus is watching the pool in the house. Instead of doing the dishes, unbelievable.
She must have something
Looks
more
like she's
interesting
leaving
to do, surely.
Looks like she's leaving for me till I come home again.
So I hear that you announced recently there's going to be another addition to the Marsh family.
There is, yes, there is.
We've done enough of them around already.
Two and a stepdaughter as well, and we got another one on the way now. We find out quite soon what it is. 20 weeks gone in a couple of weeks.
What are you hoping for? Or
I don't mind. I really don't
got
mind.
one of each at the minute?
No, I got two boys that have and a stepdaughter as well. But I don't mind which one. We really don't. Hope I'm getting swear words now through the messages. Only teasing, love. By the way, that break was massive.
Answers Fabian's question there, and yes, Marshy does play with a Jason Owen cue.
No, I don't actually.
Yes, you do. You can't be walking around with Jason Owen cues on the back of his shirt and not use a Jason Owen cue.
Couldn't. It was just I just couldn't get used to it. Do you know? I tried, like when I had to change my cue. I had a Paris for years, and I snapped it in a car crash. My mate put it back together with wood glue, and it was bent and all sorts. It was an hell of a mess, but I used it. But I had so many ferrules on it in the end that I needed to change it because I couldn't. It was too short. But when I then like tried a load of new cues, it was impossible. It was really, really hard work. And a friend of mine then who makes cues just for himself in his garage, just as a hobby, doesn't do it, you know, for nothing, for anything, doesn't sell them or nothing. He had this one, and I was practicing with it one day, and I said, "Oh look, can I have that one off you instead?" And that's what I've done, and that's what I've used ever since. And I struggle with. A cue needs to have a little bit of whip fit to it for me. I struggle with it otherwise, and that was perfect.
I think we both dabbled in the Jason Owen break cues over the.
Yeah. I've tried a few different things that way. Yeah, but again, I much prefer breaking on my own cue. I just feel it breaks better with my own cue. You know, I don't know why that is, but just time it better, I suppose.
Yeah, it's one thing I've never done. Is I've never broken on my own cues. I've always been a bit frightened that the smaller tip and the whip of the cue was going to damage the tip more than anything else, which is a preference that a lot of people have. So back to the pool for a minute.
Since that frame when he's
George
hit the yellow first, potted the black. Since that frame when he's hit the yellow, potted the black, he's been all over the place. So he's lost 3 in a row then.
Yeah, so try and get himself composed again here, and he needs this frame from here really, just to sort of get him back into the match for one, but also to bring his confidence levels back up again.
My tip is sort of medium, really. It's not hard and it's not soft, I suppose. But with back to the Jason Owen break cues, if you do struggle with your break, if it's something you struggle with, then they are really good. In all fairness, they are good for that. But I don't, so I don't really need to use them. But they're definitely worth a try, 100%.
But no question just coming, Stephen Lambert, about the tip size is 8mm. I think that's probably the most common size of tip for the pool players. Again, it's all down to personal preference, really. When there are some people that use ridiculously small tips. There are people that use them which are a lot bigger. Phil Harrison, for example, has always been an awesome player, but uses like a 10mm tip, and still makes the white ball dance around the table. But I think 8 mil is probably the most common amongst most of the professionals.
Mine's just over 8. It was just over 8. I think it's about 8 now because I shine the foul up all the time, which is bad. But yeah, it's about 8 mil. My cue is.
Yeah, mine's about 8.2, I think. So.
When I came back from snooker back to pool, I was using my snooker cue. I was hard work. It was just I just couldn't. I could never sort of move the white as quick as I wanted, like, you know. So I had to go back to a thin cue. But I know people like Simon for a while was using a cue like 6.5 mil or 7 mil or something. The dragon cue he had. And Scoffer's the same now. Scoffer Andrew Hughes has just changed his cue. He had a dragon cue all his life, and he's just changed it. And the dragon cue was about 6.75 mil or something.
I couldn't use that.
He's down. He's gone up a little bit now. I think he's up to 7, but it's still way too thin. I had to go with it the other day. Hard work.
I just think the white ball's going to stick to the end of the cue.
Aye.
Is it a simultaneous hit, a foul, and BB rules? Well, actually, a simultaneous foul is not a foul in any rules. I must admit, I was always under the impression that it was, but it's been cleared up from Mel Harley, our referee, that no, if you hit 2 balls at the same time, it's actually a legal shot. And the comment that's just come in, which is certainly not mentionable over the air, from our BBC News reader Trevor MacDonald. I don't think we need to mention that one.
The score is 4-4 now, I think, if I'm right. Seb Webb, the most electrifying man in pool, is online. What an honour.
And no, Lakes is not in the final of the amateur, I don't believe. I don't think he was in the last.
No, he lost a while ago, I think.
Not sure exactly what's happening in the amateur, actually.
They're down to the semis, I think. I think Ian Ali's playing somebody in one semi.
I know that Scott Gillespie got beat quite heavy from Gary Clark in the quarters, I believe.
Gary Clark beat Boyle as well this weekend in the amateur. He beat them both. He beat I can't remember what he beat Boyle, but he beat he beat Gillespie 7-1. Fair play to him. It's a great result, that is.
I saw him walking around just now. I'm not too sure, but Jake Dylan Newlove is playing somebody over there. Sorry, I can't be a bit more precise, but
he was playing one of our boys, Luke Vokes, and I think he was 5-4 down. I think he's still playing over there, actually. I think Luke was 5-4 down.
Yeah, Jake. Ian Ali's playing. Yeah, sorry, can't be any more precise, but Ian Ali's on one table. Jake Dylan Newlove's on the other, but I'm not too sure who their opponents are, to be fair. Do you know who that guy is playing, Jake?
I'm not sure, mate. No, I'm afraid.
I can't even see Ian's opponent at the moment.
Well, I can't really comment on pool in South Africa, if I'm honest, mate. Because it wasn't there very long, so I've seen a few very good players while I was there, but I didn't see a lot of it, to be honest, when I was over there, because we were only there a couple of days. So, but there was definitely some promising youngsters, young Aidan Joseph and a few others are very good, in all fairness.
It appears Jake is playing Gary Clark, apparently. Someone's just said that Ian's playing Kevin, but I can't think of what Kevin that would be. Ian is the favourite for me in that event.
Yeah, definitely now.
When he gets going, he's awesome, that boy.
Yeah, Kev Rainbow, that seems to ring a bell. I think that is him. I think you're right, yeah. I think Ian Alley's playing a guy called Kev Rainbow. Over there.
I don't know who that is, to be honest.
I don't know him, but I'm sure I heard somebody mention it earlier. So.
Oh, Johnny Vaughan, don't start him off. Someone's asking for Craig to give us a rendition of Meatloaf.
No.
It's way too early in the evening for that.
Maybe a few drinks in me for that as well. So, anyway, back to the match.
It's pretty tight here. It's just
changed again, hasn't it?
a little double here, and the. He's lost the cue ball a bit there.
He done that a few times.
He's going around the world a bit here, didn't he? Somehow,
I don't think he can.
somehow I missed them 2 reds at the top. If that white would have stopped about 2 inches shorter, it'd have been perfect, but all of a sudden it's a bit of a different story now. He's tried to miss him, but he's gone straight into
so
him.
poor, that
He's
is.
left himself nothing there.
Very, very poor.
Very
For
disappointing.
the standard pool is to just crash into the red like that is unforgivable.
A little question coming there, Marshy. Any money matches lined up? There aren't many people that's going to take him on, to be fair.
No, nothing like that for me.
I said
There's,
I'd said I'd play him all day long if you give me a 19 start at 20.
No money matches for me. I'm done with them. I don't enjoy them either. But,
If that was aimed at me, Chalky, then yes, you're right. I would swap in a heartbeat what Marsh has done compared to what I've done. But you obviously went on here early enough when I told you that I actually won 7-0 yesterday. Looks like Seb's trying to take over the commentary box.
here we go. Seb's off. You'd be a good player one day, that Seb, I think.
Mr. Toms, Neil Toms. Let's haven't seen him for a while. But try and guess who we think's going to win this match. Well, it's at 5-4 to Ben now, and it's
5-4 Ben.
It's extremely close, isn't it? It's 50-50, toss of a coin, if you ask me. Come on, Sebastian.
Yes,
No
Seb.
swearing.
You naughty boy. Stop swearing.
You ought to know better. Chris, this is the official IPA streaming. It's not done by any other streaming company. This is purely the IPA stream. We have Dave, I'm not too sure what his surname is, who's ex-BBC, so we understand. It's got literally thousands of hours of equipment here, cameras all over the place. You won't see a better stream than this anywhere. The quality of the picture is just literally second to none. Another question: the prize money for these events? Well, the winner, either Ben or Jordan, will pick up a nice £2,200. I'm assuming it's around 1,500 or so for runner-up. Not to be sniffed at. He's got a little 5-minute interval. Ben has just ran off for a quick comfort break. The game will be back on again in a minute. Here comes Ben now.
What's the best match I've ever seen? That's a hard question. It is. God, there's way too many to think. Can't even think of it on the top of my head.
There's been loads of good ones. I think. Oh, yeah, that's not right, Ben. That's the white ball. I think one of the best games I've seen was Mark Boyle and Craig Wardenham. The first time they played for like 15-20 grand.
I don't watch pool online. I only, so if I'm there I'll watch it.
Went like 30-29 I think it was.
Right.
It was an awesome standard game. So that's probably one of the best games I've seen. I mean, not necessarily because of the standard of the game. Obviously, it was a great standard, being two great players. But just the fact that it went to the one frame decider over best of 59 as well was good to watch.
Who won that one, by the way?
I think Mark won the first one.
Oh, was it?
30-29. I think they had a similar result of the second game as well, didn't they?
I don't know. I'm not much of a watcher of pool unless I'm at the event. I don't really watch much otherwise.
So George doing his usual running around the table, knocking balls in 2 minutes flat. And, within the next couple of seconds, it's going to be 5-all, I think.
How's it going? Long time no speak, my friend. Hope everything's alright with you. The family back home. I think I remember that match you're on about there as well with Tom Ford and Adam Davies. That was a good match, that. I've seen a little bit of that actually.
There's Seb trying to pump himself up again. Jack Wheeler's never beat him in competitive play. He just beats him every day in practice. I saw that game, Chalky. Darren McVicker and Mike King 9-8. I believe that was one of the Monday night money leagues in Plymouth, which Paul Bolston streams. And I sat there and watched that one night, and it was crazy, yeah. Yeah, there's confirmation there, Craig, that Boyle lost the first match 30-29 and won the second match 30-28. So it's fair to say that they're fairly evenly matched.
Yeah.
George back in again here. There's another good break there, and the others are looking fairly nice here, really.
All of a sudden, get these, to be fair.
And hold this all together. He's could end up putting himself one in front again, and we're starting to near the end of the game now. The frames are slightly more important now as we get nearer the end.
I wouldn't have gone this way. This is a strange one, but It's quite tough from where he is now.
He's possibly a little bit too straight on this ball, isn't he? He's got to bring the weight off the rail. He's decided a bit of room to top it forward, so it's all about the white ball now, and it's going to pop this ball in the middle, still off the top rail, and wants to be down towards a blue spot somewhere. He's just about straight enough there, I think.
Keeps losing the white. He should have concentrated on getting it right rather than, you know, like there. If he lands straight on this ball over here, you know, it's easy. See, can't fail. And now once again, he's got work to do now again.
You won't be happy with that.
He shouldn't be basic enough, really. He should run off the top rail, but
can he miss that at the red though?
Yeah. Shouldn't have to be running the white around. This is the problem.
Yeah, he's played it well.
This is where mistakes start to happen when you start to lose the white.
So he needs to tighten up that cue ball a little bit, doesn't he? He's starting to starting to lose his concentration levels a little bit. Oh, he's missed that. Wow. As soon as he's hit that, you could see he's hit that wide.
My.
Well, I think that's massive. And if Ben can take full advantage and clear the table from here, then
that's going to hurt.
Everybody's starting to fear the worst for George, to be fair. A little shake of the head there. I wouldn't be sat there as calm as that if I'd missed that black, I must admit. So one good shot now, just a nudge this red off the rail, and all of a sudden we could be 6-5 Ben, and Ben's break as well, I believe. Question there about the amount of people that are choosing to play on the IPA as opposed to other events. There's quite a number of people who's moved over to this tour the last year or so, and in my opinion, I think there'll be a few more over the next couple of years. And don't get me wrong, both tours are great and still have a number of top players, but I just it feels to me that this is the place to be, and it looks like a lot of the players are starting to follow suit. 6-5 Ben.
Interesting. See if Ben can keep the white on the table this time, man, is it?
He's took a bit of power off that one.
It's worked.
Not the best of splits though, is it? Got a lot of work to do here. If any of you have got access to the chat whilst watching this game, you'll see that Seb is trying to big himself up a little bit, but I think he's got a bit of a match for himself with Trevor McDonald here. It's quite amusing, sat in there reading this in the com box.
I don't know what it is about this match, but it just doesn't have the feel of a final. I don't know. Very, very sloppy and sort of lackadaisy, if you like, from both players.
Sorry, just missed me for a bit there. Trying to arrange our taxis to the airport. I assume you were leaving at last minute again, are you?
So yeah, the boys will sort that out now, I suppose. While I'm busy on here commentating.
So George's back in again here then. So we're going 6-0 in a minute.
Nice shot, queued out well.
It's definitely 6-0 now. And all of a sudden now, this next break is massive.
6-0 now.
Best of 3 from here.
Yeah, I agree with you, Neil. It doesn't, as I said, doesn't have the feel of a final. No intensity, like, you know.
They both know each other so well as well, don't they?
Yeah. Might be a bit of fatigue or something. I don't know. Maybe it is, because like I think Ben played for something like 14 hours yesterday, all in all. I was here for 14 hours anyway, and he was up there at like 7:30 this morning because he was on at 9 this morning in the pro event. So
yeah, he's had a good run, hasn't he, Ben? Sam is at a tour, now in the final of the pro event.
yeah,
and,
he's had a good weekend.
I know we're not running 100 metres, but it can be tiring playing this game. It's mentally challenging more than anything else. And when you're playing, I don't know, he's probably somewhere like, I don't know, a dozen matches now, I suppose, over 2 days.
Probably, yeah.
It takes it out of you eventually.
No, I don't miss the match room in Cardiff, Pete. Not at all. Shooters is a cracking venue now. Obviously, Christian Phillips' club and Paul's club, so I don't miss Cardiff at all. No, not like going back and forth anyway.
Is that 2 separate clubs? Is it Chris and Paul? Or is it the same one?
No, they had a
Shooters, isn't it?
one of the boys at Craig Price had a club in Cardiff that I used to work in, and that closed down, and then Philly then took the old pool world, which is Shooters now, over, and spent a lot of money in there and done it all out, which is really nice place now.
Yeah, I've seen the inside of Chris's club. It does look very nice.
Yeah, it is nice in all fairness.
So you've got a couple of tables with the Simonis on.
They've all got Simonis.
Oh, have they?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they were.
Yeah, they're all Simonis in
Last I saw, I
Philly's
thought
club.
there was a couple of green ones in there.
They used to be. They changed them all now.
They're all changed.
Yeah.
So it looks like Ian Ali is 5-2 up and Jake Newlev is 4-2 up then, according to a post that we just had. Or 5-3 to Ian Ali now. Be first to 7s they're playing over there, I think. Don't think it goes up anymore. I think it's first to 7 all the way through the amateur, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah. Yes, I would have thought the amateur final will be streamed. after this match. So once them 2 matches are done, then
we're
the amateur final, then we'll go on the stream, I think.
We're not too sure actually. I think I spoke to Kev earlier. There's an opportunity to stream it because obviously the final of the amateur event will be played following this final of the pro event. But it all depends on time. How long it's going to take to actually take all the cameras and everything else down.
Yeah.
So we're not 100% sure whether there's going to be enough time to stream that game and then pack up the gear afterwards. So I'm not too sure at this stage. I'm sure they would like to put it on the stream. We haven't seen an amateur event on the stream for a while because they generally coincide with the final of the pro events. But in this particular event, the pro event seems to be about a round ahead. So. So back to this game then. So Ben's on this ball in the middle. He's just checking to see whether the other yellow passes the red into that corner. But he's still got the 2 balls on the side rail down there. He needs to work out. There might possibly be a plant, or he might possibly be able to move them. But I don't think he's going to be able to move them off of this ball now. So I think he's going to have to leave himself a plant. So he just needs to make sure he leaves himself the right angle then, because after playing that plant he's going to have to play for the yellow by the black spot and then get back on to the other yellow. So he needs to make sure he leaves himself the right angle here. That looks perfect, to be honest. That's a good shot to work out how he's missed that red.
Just wondering now if he's going to play the plant. Or he's going to go into him. No plant it is. Shot.
He's played that well, but it's still very close to this ball.
Work to do.
I'm not sure. It's not straightforward. This. Not really. I can't really see from here what gap there is in between the white and the yellow ball.
It's a nice shot, there.
So Ben's 2 away from the hill, as they say.
That's Ben on the hill.
Right, so Ben on the hill and his break. So he'll be.
I'm going to stick my neck in a line and say that Ben's going to do it off the break. He's going to get 2 balls and he's going to clean up. Finish off. That's my prediction.
Obviously, George's hoping for a dry break. I assume it's Ben's break, isn't it?
Yes, I think it is.
So he'll just be hoping for a big crunch and hopefully make a ball or 2 or possibly even more and
Yes.
leave himself with a chance for the title.
Credit where it's due, Seb Webb. There's a lot of people talking in the group chat now. And credit where it's due. 15-5 down it was in that match, I heard. To win 25-23 is unbelievable. Fair play to you.
To be honest,
yes, Gav did beat me in a World Series event, you're right. He played absolutely brilliant. I was 2-0 up in sets as well in that match. Gav Robinson. I was 2-0 up in sets, and the next shot I had was 2-all in sets. Fair play to him.
to be fair to Seb, I turned that game on at 15-5.
Oh, did you?
So I obviously never saw it before. Turned it on, looked at it, 15-5 down. Thought, well, I will watch the end, but it looks like there's only one winner there. He obviously never started too great, and obviously Gav was good at the start to some But yeah, to be fair to him, was one hell of a comeback, and he didn't miss a lot at all from there. He did play very well, so like I say, well, credit where it's due.
Could this be it?
So Ben's got himself a little chance here then. It's just the one tricky-ish sort of ball down on the rail here. It's just it's not necessarily a difficult ball to pot. It's just getting a white ball in the right place. But looks like he needs to throw a bit of side on this one to pop this ball in the middle. But he doesn't want to nudge the other one too far. And that was the only issue there. Is just what he's going to be left on next. He's got one or two options though. Great shot there from Ben. So just needs to drop this in the corner. Trying to get as straight as you can on the yellow in the middle, so we can bring the white ball back over to the right hand side of the table to leave himself a shot on the one down the rail. Just needs to make sure he leaves himself with enough angle that when he pops the one down the rail that it brings the white back across the other side of the table to enable him to see the black. You don't want to come too far, so that's why he's left himself a nice angle there as opposed to trying to get straight on it.
You could have done with a bit more, get over a bit further, you know. Just to play this now, we're down the rail with a little bit of side.
I think you might have to play with a little bit of left hand side on it just to hold the white up, maybe. Just play it slowly, let it drop.
Good shot.
And I think we can just about get the edge from there.
Good shot. Good finish.
I think that's the end of the match. And there it is. Well, congratulations to Ben Davies. Great performance, great match, and two very top players. And Ben's going to be over the moon with that.
Ben be relieved, massively relieved.
As I said, Ben's always been one of the very, very top players, but he's not won a major event for a long, long time. So that's going to give us a massive pleasure to win that. And don't be surprised if you don't see him win something else on the remainder of the tours on this year.
Right, that's me signing out. See you all later.
Right, we've got to fly back to sunny Bristol, so take care everybody. Kev's just going to do the presentation party now, so to obviously commiserate Jordan and congratulate Ben for on the winning of his title. So see you all soon, everybody.
Okay, well, what an absolutely superb final we've just witnessed, and first of all, a round of applause for both players. What was a superb advert for Blackball pool. First, I'd like to introduce our runner-up, Jordan Shepherd. Jordan, not quite the result you're after. Was that a tale of two blacks?
Oh, it's just rubbish, like crap.
Well, no, you played well. You played your part in an absolutely superb final.
I think I had first chance about 10 times. Just a bit of fatigue maybe set in. But Ben just done what he needed to do really, but gutted.
But does this set you up for the rest of the season to try and finish as strongly as you can?
Yeah, hope so. This happened before, and I went on a run of like 4 finals in a row. So hopefully, can replicate that again.
Okay, well, Jordan, I know you're disappointed, but you've played absolutely superb this week. You've entertained us all on the stream. It's been absolutely a pleasure to watch you. Jordan Shepherd, runner-up. Well done, Jordan. But our winner of the 2017 Professional UK Open, winner Ben Davies. Ben, it's been a long weekend, but I guess it's finished on a massive high for you.
Yeah, it's worth the wait. Definitely. Yeah, it's been a long weekend. Like yesterday, 14 hours or 13 hours, whatever it was today. But it's been all worthwhile in the end, and happy to win.
Yeah, and Jordan pushed you all the way. I mean, it was nip and tuck all the way. It could have, could have gone either way. Do you think that black, maybe at 2-1, that could have been 3-1, was a bit of a turning point?
I can't remember. Was that the one he missed in the middle? Yeah.
It's the one that hit the yellow first.
Oh, I don't even think it went. You need to check them glasses, I think. You need to check your glasses. I don't think it went anyway, but the one he missed in the middle, I think, was a big one as well. But yeah, he definitely had all the first chances. He just didn't take them, thankfully.
So, what are the sort of aspirations for the rest of the year now? You must set your bar even higher.
Just one at a time, innit? Just keep going. Hopefully, can win some more. But I'm just happy to have won one at least, just to get the ball rolling and get that monkey off my back. Like I said, it's been a while.
Well, Ben, thoroughly deserved. You are the 2017 UK Professional Open winner. Congratulations, Ben Davies, everyone. Well done. So that concludes the action here at St James's Park. We hope you've enjoyed all the action. We're back again in August at Coventry, so hope you join us then. In the meantime, check out the YouTube pages, and you can see all the videos and all the matches from this weekend. So hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll see you soon.